Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and informations on Path of Exile. And the first piece of news we're gonna take a look at is the ascendancy changes to Zana. So, do you even know what Zana's special mod is? Probably not, because no one actually buys maps from her because it's absolutely not worth it. So they're going to change her specific mod, and it's gonna be this map's modifier to quantity of items also apply to rarity. So this should also scale along with the map level, so it might be worth it. We'll see about that. However, what's also very good is that they are increasing the level of the map sold by Zana and also the level of the daily mission she gives you, so that's going to be a bit more interesting, because usually at the current time you just find yourself doing really low level maps just to level her up, and even when it's leveled it's just a free map, but it's rarely useful at that point, because if you got Zana to 8, chances are your character is probably around level 90. So hopefully this is going to improve the Zana system, although which is actually quite better than when there was no Zana at all, but yeah, it definitely can be improved. And then we got a skill reveal. It's Summon Stone Golem, so it's a golem just like the other golems, and the effect it does is granting you life regeneration. Now this might not be very useful, however what's good about the golem is the fact that it deals an AoE around him, pretty much like the new earthquake, I guess, and it taunts all the enemies' hit, so this is definitely going to be a very good defensive option. It's also very sturdy, you can see right there the golem. That should make him survive a lot more. You can probably link the blind, maybe increase the AoE and increase the life for a very tanky golem that actually protects you, taunting and blinding enemies. I can definitely see this one used, even if the life regeneration is going to be maybe corrupt. We will have to see about that. But the good or the better news this week are the two new ascendancy classes reveals. One is the Witch ascendancy class, which is the Occultist, and the other one is the Templar ascendancy class called the Guardian. Quick shout out also to MMO Huts, which made the only watchable and actually interesting ascendancy class reveal video. Hopefully the other sites will learn something from this, because really those others were really crap. But for the sake of the video we are still going to use the images found in this awesome Imagur album. And here we go with the Guardian. What is the Guardian? It's basically a godlike support. Well, not necessarily a godlike, but it's definitely for support characters. You got stuff that while increasing your defenses, it also empowers your allies. For example, Bastion of Hope gives you block and grants stun immunity to you and your allies if you block in the past 4 seconds. So stun immunity is pretty good if you're going around with a CI character, for example. That's gonna help them a lot. One of the strongest points in my opinion is the Prayer of Glory, which gives nearby allies and you 15% increase attack, cast and move speed if you use a Warcry in the last 4 seconds, also making Warcries instant, so that is really strong. Cyclone could definitely benefit from both the attack and the move speed, making it really strong. Other points, for example, nearby party members have Conduit, and enemy monsters nearby cannot gain charges, so that's another really strong point. I'm not sure how much Conduit was actually taken on the passive tree as right now, but definitely it's never going to be taken again, I guess, with this class. There are also other points, granting armor equal to a percentage of your reserved life to you and allies, also granting energy shield equal to percentage of your reserved mana. So the more you reserve your life and mana with auras, the more armor and energy shield you're going to give everyone. That's definitely a strong point for a Neuromancer. And going more for aura monsters, we got Unwavering Faith, which gives 1% physical damage reduction to you and your allies for every aura, and also 0.2% of max life regenerated per second for every auras, so definitely good for those who can actually get like 8 auras. I don't know how much is the maximum you can actually get at the moment. It used to be a lot before they changed everything, but yeah, it's still definitely a lot. And also it makes you not go blood magic for all the auras if you want to give energy shield to your peers thanks to this point over here. So that's actually an interesting choice you might have to take. But let's take a look at the Occultist. The Occultist is pretty much focused on curses, chaos damage, it has some defenses and some crit. The crit part grants you a power charge and a chance to gain a power charge on crit strike, so it's definitely viable to go crit witch with this class. But the strongest points I feel are those related to curses. For example, Malediction lets you have 1 additional curse, and when you kill an enemy, for each curse on that enemy you gain some damage based on your non-chaos damage, and it gets converted to chaos damage. It's not that straightforward to understand, but yeah, it's a lot of damage if you get to kill like a white pack of monsters with like double curse on them. Also, on the path to go there, you get increased damages on the enemies you curse. Increased damage means more damage you actually do, so that's really strong, and you make bodies explode when you kill the enemies, so that can actually be pretty good. Maybe you can stack the explosions with other skills, we will have to see. Void Beacon reduces the chaos resistances and the life regeneration of enemies. I feel like the life regeneration is not really that useful most of the times, but sometimes you get the yellow, which is really hard to take down, although that's probably just my bad builds, whatever. And then there's this defensive side where you get more energy shield, you increase your shield recharge rate. You do not interrupt your recharge if the recharge started in the past 4 seconds, so that's a really good point. And also you can get energy shield regenerated per second for each enemy you've killed, and immunity to stun while on full energy shield. This is also really good. So overall, definitely a strong class. This can definitely compete with other classes, and the only thing I'm a little sad about these new classes is that, especially for the Guardian, there are no points that actually make use of light radius, so that stat will still remain useless for a while, I guess. Hopefully we will get to see it soon. But that's all for this week. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. So that was all. I've been your host Zorzo, and I'll see you guys the next time.